Peace, family. Rich and wealthy rising. We are here again. It is September 2025. We here on a good Friday. Another episode of Read and Roll Up. We got the reads. We got the roll up. Reading another section out of The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. If you don't know, the strangest secret is we become what we think about. Believe and succeed. Last thing we wrote about is basically success and having a goal. Success is the realization of a worthy ideal. The last thing I read was, conversely, the man who has no goal, who doesn't know where he's going, and whose thoughts must therefore be thoughts of confusion and anxiety and fear and worry, becomes what he thinks about. His life becomes one of frustration and fear and anxiety and worry. If he thinks about nothing, he becomes worried. And then it continues. Now, how does it work? Why do we become what we think about? Well, I'll tell you how it works. As far as I know, now to do this, I want to tell you about a situation that parallels the human mind. As this beautiful sun is coming up behind me, like I wish I could see the sunset. Sunrise in my shadow. It looks very fire right now. If I move out the way, I could look like I got a halo in the back, but I'm doing y'all a favor. Now, tell you about a situation that parallels the human mind. As ye sow, so shall ye reap. Interesting. Suppose a farmer has had some land and it's good, fertile land. Now the land gives the farmer a choice. He may plant in that land whatever he chooses. The land doesn't care. It's up to the farmer to make the decision. Now remember, we're comparing the human mind with the land, because the mind, like the land, doesn't care what you plant in it. It will return what you plant, but it doesn't care what you plant. Now let's say that the farmer has two seeds in his hand. One is a seed of corn, the other is nightshade, a deadly poison. He digs two little holes in the earth and he plants both seeds, one corn, the other nightshade. He covers up the holes, waters, takes care of the land, and what will happen? Invariably, the land will return whatever was planted. As it is written in the Bible, as ye sow, so shall ye reap. Now remember, the land doesn't care. It'll return poison in just as wonderful abundance as it will corn. So up come the two plants, one corn, one poison. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all hear the sirens. Just, it's authentic. I'm in the hood for real. The human mind is far more fertile, far more incredible and mysterious than the land, but it works the same way. It doesn't care what we plant. Success, failure, a concrete, worthwhile goal, or confusion, misunderstanding, fear, anxiety, and so on. But what we plant, it must return to us. You see, the human mind is the last great unexplored continent on this earth. It contains riches beyond our wildest dreams. It will return anything we want to plant. Now you might say, well, if that's true, why don't people use their minds more? Well, I think I figured out an answer to that one too. Our mind comes as standard equipment at birth. It's free. And things that are given to us for nothing, we place little value on. Things that we pay for money, well, we value. The paradox is that exactly the reverse is true. Everything that is really worthwhile in life came to us for free. Our minds, our souls, our bodies, our hopes, our dreams, our ambitions, our intelligence, our love for our family and children and friends and country. All these priceless possessions are free. But the things that cost us money are actually very cheap and can be replaced at any time. A good man can be completely wiped out and make another fortune. He can do that several times. Even if our home burns down, we can rebuild it. But the things we got for nothing, we can never replace. The human mind isn't used because we take it for granted. Familiarity breeds contempt. The mind can do any kind of job we assign to it, but generally speaking, we use it for little jobs instead of big ones. Universities have proven that most of us are operating at about 10% or less of our abilities. Mm. The human mind is the last great unexplored continent on Earth. So decide now, what is it you want? Plant your goal in your mind. It's the most important decision you'll ever make in your entire life. What is it you want? Do you want to be an outstanding salesman? A better worker at your particular job? Do you want to go places in your company and in your community? Do you want to get rich? All you've got to do is plant that seed in your mind, care for it, work steadily towards your goal, and it will become a reality. It not only will, there's no way it cannot. You see, that's a law like the laws of Sir Isaac Newton, the laws of gravity. If you get on top of a building and jump off, you'll always go down. You'll never go up. It's the same with all the other laws of nature. They always work. They're inflexible. I'll put an asterisk. Think about your goal in a relaxed, positive way. Let's do this together. Let's practice this right quick. Think about your goal in a relaxed, positive way. Picture yourself in your mind's eye as having already achieved this. See yourself doing the things you will be doing when you've reached your goal. Have you done it? Have you visualized your goal? I'm not reading a book right now. I'm asking you. Have you visualized it? Not just visualized it. Have you, in your mind, lived from it? Be that person. Visualize and act from the standpoint that you're living it now, in the present moment. Key to visualization and meditation, really. But to continue with the book, our age has been called the phenobarbital age, the age of ulcers and nervous breakdowns and tranquilizers. At a time when medical research has raised us to a new plateau of good health and longevity, far too many of us worry of ourselves into an early grave trying to cope with the things in our own little personal ways without learning a few great laws that will take care of everything for us. These things will bring on ourselves through our habitual way of thinking. Every one of us is the sum total of his own thoughts. He is where he is because that's exactly where he really wants to be, whether he'll admit that or not. I'm about to run that back. Listen to me. And when I say this, I want you to look yourself in the mirror. These things we bring on ourselves through our habitual way of thinking. Every one of us is the sum total of his own thoughts. He is where he is because that's exactly where he really wants to be whether he or she will admit that or not. Each of us must live off the fruit of his thoughts in the future, because what you think today and tomorrow, next month and next year, will mold your life and determine your future. You are guided by your mind. I remember one time I was driving through eastern Arizona and I saw one of those giant earth moving machines roaring along the road about 35 miles an hour with what looked like 30 tons of dirt in it. A tremendous, incredible machine. There was a little man perched away on top with the wheel in his hands guiding it. As I drove along, I was struck by the similarity of that machine to the human mind. Just suppose you're sitting at the controls of such a vast source of energy. Are you going to sit back and fold your arms and let it run itself into a ditch? Or are you going to keep both hands firmly on the wheel and control and direct this power to a specific, worthwhile purpose? It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. Hey, hold on. Time out. So I guess somebody just picked up, left whatever, a dog. It has a leash on it, but dead ass. Tell me why. Hold on. Oh shit, wrong one. Ugh, come on, bro. My fault. I got distracted, boy. On if yeah, somebody pulled up to the park, dropped off a dog, and drove off. Crazy, and it had like a red leash on that mug, right? Red collar, right here, like a little belt. He over there and shit now. That nigga ran away. I don't even know if it is a nigga. It's probably a girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, but anyway, welcome back to Read and Roll Up. We are continuing where we were in the Strangest Secret. The last thing that I read to you was that we are comparing the similarities of what seemed to be a giant construction machine. Oh fuck, the dog coming this way. Ah shit. Yo, if you do see this dog, like it's like right there. Like I said, somebody just came and dropped this dog off. You know, now you could just be like, Corey, continue reading. I will. But I gotta have certain cues because I like to be a little too aware sometimes. Um, but continuing. Last thing I was reading is, he was driving in Arizona one time, and he on the road he seen this giant machine. He was carrying a whole bunch of dirt, and but it was a man way on top of it. He was holding that big old machine with two hands on it, and he was comparing some similarities of that machine to the human mind. He said, just suppose that you're sitting at the controls of such a vast source of energy. Are you going to sit back and fold your arms and let it run itself into a ditch? Or are you going to keep both hands firmly on the wheel and control and direct this power to a specific, worthwhile purpose? It's up to you. You're in the driver's seat. You see, the very law that gives us success is a two-edged sword. We must control our thinking. The same rule that can lead a man to a life of success, wealth, happiness, and all the things he ever dreamed of for himself and his family, that very same law can lead him into the gutter. It's all in how he uses it, for good or for bad. That is the strangest secret in the world. Now, why do I say it's strange? And why do I call it a secret? Actually, it isn't a secret at all. It was first promulgated by some of the earliest wise men and appears again and again throughout the Bible, but very few people have learned it or understand it. That's why it's strange, and why, for some equally strange reason, it virtually remains a secret. I believe that you could go out and walk down the main street of your own town and ask one man after another, what is the secret of success? And you probably wouldn't run into one man in a month who could tell you. Now, this information is enormously valuable to us if we really understand it and apply it. It's valuable to us not only for our own lives, but the lives of those around us, our families, employees, associates, and friends. Life should be an exciting adventure. It should never be a bore. A man should live fully, be alive. He should be glad to get out of the bed in the morning. He should be doing a job he likes to do because he does it well. One time I heard Grove Patterson, the great late editor in chief of the Toledo Blade, make a speech, and he concluded his speech. He said something I've never forgotten. He said, "My years in the newspaper business have convinced me of several things, among them that our people are basically good, and that we come from someplace and we're going someplace. So we should make our time here an exciting adventure. The architect of the universe didn't build a stairway leading nowhere." Oh shit, here comes the dog right here. The greatest teacher of all, the carpenter from the plains. No, go. It's a puppy. Oh, I don't want you though. Fuck. I don't want you though, my nigga. I don't want you though, bro. Look at this shit, man. Well, I knew this was gonna happen. No, I ain't got nothing for you, man. Watch out, bro. I ain't trying to pet you or nothing. Go. Go. I'm waving you off, bro. I know. I don't know who did it to you, man. Look. Look that way. Look. Go over there. Go. No. Go. I think it's a girl. Damn. Can't even. Go. No. Just about to circle my shit. Alright, you gotta. She responded snapping. She responded snapping. Well, to be continued.